We back here with Nick Nasty.
Nasty Nick, baby.
Nick Nasty Nick. Hey,
however you want it.
No, it ain't how I want it, but it's like, hey, we got to give out nicknames to people in another form, you know?
Why
it's
not?
just like Flavor Flav, Flip Flab, you know? Biggie, Notorious B.I.G.,
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls. Hey.
Nick Nasty.
It is what it is. You know? Nate Great Dog, rest in peace. Also, rest in peace to Eazy-E, 17 years.
Heavy D.
Heavy D, also. The Overweight Lover. See, everybody has 2 and 3 names. Alright, but more importantly, from hearing your music, I can tell, and from having conversation with you off the air, that you have a lot of love and respect for hip-hop. And you feel that it's that you have something to live up to in the culture and in the game? Like you have a point to prove or something you have to live up to? When I say that being from Staten Island and being from the unknown borough, being that, hey, I'm here. Are you trying to basically say that I got a point to prove to represent the culture?
I mean, I think my attitude alone says I got a point to prove. I mean, just the way I spit and the way I rhyme in my records, that says it for itself. But I mean, do I have something to prove? Yeah, I think I have more to prove than a lot of people for different reasons. But, you know, my thing as a hip-hop artist, if you're being true to yourself and you're representing what you believe in, you know, and you're making good music and you have good lyrics and there's some substance to your music and you have direction, then, I mean, as an artist, I mean, you can only continue to challenge yourself. I mean, I don't really have many people, you know, in terms of, I have artists that I love, but in terms of people that walked my path before, not really. So it's a little different, but, you know, at the same time, it's like I said, as long as you being true to yourself and putting it down and you have substance in your music and you can spit, then do it.
Okay.
You just gotta.
Do you have any artists that you want to work with in the future? Other than, because I know Foxy's your favorite MC. Anybody else you wouldn't mind working with?
I mean, I would love to work with Kanye. I think Kanye's a beast. I mean, obviously Jay, Brooklyn. Hey, you know, I mean, I love 50. I mean, it's funny because the artists that I like, people like really like. I'm kind of surprised that these are your favorite artists. Love Nas. I mean, that's going back like that's way back, like 90s. Like, but. You know, to me, it's great to see that a lot of my favorite artists are still around. You know, and that's what's great. Because, you know, clearly even them, everyone's like, oh, they'd be done 5 years, done now. It's like 15, 20, they're still here.
So for this, and on this project, though, how long do you think it's going to take for you to put out another album after this?
I mean, I'm already about to step back into the lab. I'm stepping in the lab tomorrow. We working on the mixtape already, but that's for the team. I mean, you know, for me, I'm going to push this album out, and at least I'm going to do it for at least 6 months. So, you know, I mean, it's an incredible album. I mean, from start to finish, it's like, you know, if you listen to the whole album, you're not going to like 2 or 3 songs. You'll like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 12 songs. So, you know, you like most of the album, and you know, people are like, oh, wow, you're very comfortable saying that. But, you know, I mean, I've let people hear the album. I've had a couple of interviews, and, you know, people are like, wow. So, you know, I'm going with that.
So, I mean, do you have any performances coming up or any shows we should check for?
I'm performing at Club Mansion in Brick, New Jersey on April 11th. I got something I'm performing.
In what part of New Jersey?
Brick, New Jersey.
Okay.
Club Mansion. I got a show coming up in Atlantic City. That's 4th of July weekend. You know, it's going to be crazy down there and doing the show. It's just going to be off the chain. So I actually can't wait for that because that's a really big venue. So I'm excited about that. You know, I mean, as it comes, you know, the shows come. I mean, I got a couple other things going on in Jersey yet, but we're still working on the logistics and everything. So I can't say too much about that just yet, but you know, I'm making my way around New Jersey. I ain't from Jersey, but you know, I'm covering all bases for sure. So, you know.
But on this album, do you have any guest appearances though? Any major?
I got Miss Anna Monroe.
Holla.
Mr. Mo Stafford in the studio. Shout out for my fam. You know, for me, you know, I think I heard. I'm sorry, what was the artist that was up here before?
Lukey.
Yes, he said, you know, keeping it in house. I very much agree with that. You know what I mean? You have to have a good team of people around you, and if you know you work with people that you can trust, they'll tell you when you're off, they'll tell you when you're on. So, you know, for me, you can't just take that from anybody. And any artist, I'm open to criticism. Yeah, we all are to an extent, but after a while, it's like you criticizing, you know, you being, is it real or you hating? Like, which way is it coming from? So when it's family, like, you know, you could really sit down and have those conversations. It's just like, no, come on, come back to the drawing board. So.
But other than hip-hop, I know you make good music, but other than the music, what else do you find yourself doing for your hobbies? Anything?
I mean, for me, I like to travel. I'm into real estate. I mean,
and speaking of traveling, have you ever are you just because you said you're into real estate and traveling, and since you're a hip hop artist, Are you having any plans to maybe one day go to Europe and maybe perform and do some shows?
Oh, I would love to go to Europe, Japan. Like, I mean, I hear they're crazy out in Japan. Like, you get a couple of fans, all of a sudden it turns into an army, and they're there, like that. I mean, even Europe is crazy too. I mean, the market, especially for, I mean, it's an underground hip hop show. I mean, you guys know more than anybody.
Right.
The market over there for underground hip hop.
They love hip hop over there.
So,
and a lot of guys who are in, I consider hip hop to be like pro basketball or like professional sports, where some guys who were in the NBA, then they got cut and they had no choice but then to go to Europe. And this is how it is with some rappers. They were big here and they had to go to Europe to get paid and do what had to be done.
right. And then they come back home.
And they try to come home and it's like, wow. So, but I see you wearing the Yankee fitted, but I wear Yankee colors, but I'm a Met fan. But
why is that?
I don't know, because I'm cool like that. I got it like that. But more importantly, I want to say thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And, I mean, you're going to stick around and do a freestyle for us.
I don't know. If y'all lucky. I mean, hey.
Come on, man. You got to stick around and do a freestyle for us. And I want to get into this joint from you called Why.
Yes.
And this is off the album as well.
Lost in the Shuffle, baby. iTunes. Get it.
Okay, definitely. Again, Nick, you're a cool dude. Thanks for coming by. Don't be a stranger.
No. We love
the door's open. Come on through. Livestream.com/ER to the streets. Here we go.